Well, that's taken care of. Thanks, guys, for voting with me. Yeah, no problem, Charlie. The plan worked. Me and Matt were able to pull off the move and get Owen, Becky, and Tina to work with us and vote off Jessica. And I'm glad it worked, because if it didn't, I sure as heck would have been gone. Do you guys think we made the right call? I think we did. I mean, even if we don't trust Charlie and Matt, I mean, they're still on the bottom. Yeah, but, I mean, we just kind of threw away a potential alliance with Jordan and Petra. Hey, it's not like they will end up finding out. Besides, if we tell them that, hey, one of them played an idol and sent Jessica out, then I'm pretty sure we'll be able to win them back over to our side. What do you think the chances are that they'll believe it, though? I mean, I guess we'll find out when the time comes. I think that I'm starting to regret the decision me and my alliance made tonight, because Jessica trusts us and she was in our alliance, but, you know, Owen wanted to get rid of her. And with that being said, I feel like now I gotta start branching myself away from him. And if I get the feeling that not only him but Tina are kind of plotting, and that Tina might want to go with what Owen would want to do rather than what I want to do, I probably would be better off, you know, distancing myself away from those two and trying to expand my options. I'm quite worried, Owen. About what? About Becky. I mean, she didn't seem rather pleased about the decision we made. Yeah, well, she went along with it, so I don't know why she would be complaining. Yeah, but, like, and we're still in the majority, are we not? I mean, it would be me, you, and her, so yeah, technically we would be. So there, I don't see any reason why she's, you know, making a big deal out of it. Probably because we're not letting her have her input. Oh no, we are. It's just that her ideas are not always the brightest. I'm not trying to discredit what Becky is doing. It's just that I'm kind of the one in charge of this alliance. And if she didn't want to go through with what me and Tina wanted, she could have just chose not to. But she's stuck with us, so we're still in the majority. She doesn't have to be, you know, a Debbie Downer. I just feel like that we had to get rid of Jessica for the sake of our alliance. Hey Matt, what you doing? Oh, cooking up some fish. Want some? Not right now. I'm good, thanks. Okay then. Alright guys, so, Matt or Charlie? I think we should still do Charlie, personally. He just seems like a bigger threat. Alright then, Charlie it is. Becky, you disagree? No, I think that Charlie is a bigger threat than Matt. I guess I can see it that way. Alright, so if we lose again, Charlie goes. But what if something crazier happens? I mean, Jeff did say that at the next challenge it's gonna be crazier. Yeah. I guess we'll definitely brace ourselves. I'm going for a nap. Okay. I'm getting a bad feeling, Owen. About Becky? Yeah. I mean, she's just walking off to go to sleep. I mean, why? It's, you know, a beautiful day right now. Yeah, I guess that is kind of weird. This alliance has put me into an awkward position because, I mean, sure, me, Owen, and Becky are a majority of 3 over Charlie and Matt, but ever since the decision we did to vote off Jessica at the previous vote, Becky has definitely been a bit strained about the decision. So, that could end up jeopardizing me, Owen, and her in this alliance that we created. And if that ends up being jeopardized, chances are this alliance is probably not going to work. I feel like we need to have more of her input in, like, the next few days. Like, if something crazy happens at, like, the next challenge, I feel like we need to have more of her input than you just kind of calling the shots. You think? Yeah, I feel like that might be the safer route to try and keep her on our side. Hey, Matt. Oh, hey, Becky. What you're up to? Oh, just cooking some fish. You want some? Yeah, sure. So, how is it? It's pretty good. So, what do you want to talk about? Well, I kind of wanted to know, like, where you stand in this game right now. I'm feeling rather okay. I mean, obviously, I'm still kind of worried about the next challenge. I still think we're probably the weaker tribe. Yeah, maybe, but, I mean, who knows? We might not even lose. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna bet on it, because Jordan's on one team, and then Bruno's on the other team. And so what, you think those two are like the biggest threats here? Potentially. I mean, I can see it that way, but it's like, I mean, I don't know. So I see something very weird happening by the campfire. I see Becky and Matt talking. That's strange because they're on completely different sides. So I gotta kind of get to the bottom of what's going on. I mean, it must feel nice being in a majority alliance. Oh, what do you mean by that? Well, I mean, you're pretty liked by, Jordan and Petra, and, Owen and Tina like you. I mean, I'm only someone who just has Charlie, and yeah, that definitely worries me. Yeah, well, I mean, I wouldn't, sweat at all about it because, just keeping it between you and me, I'd probably take out Charlie over you. Oh, well, that's a relief. But I was thinking, if I were to jump, like, would you and Charlie be okay with me jumping? I mean, I don't know. I mean, it kind of seems completely out of the blue. But at the same time, I do want to stay in this game. So, you okay with keeping this partnership in the down lows? Yeah, sure. Alright, great talk. So, what was that about? What was what about? The conversation between you and Becky. I saw it. Well, you see, she wanted to kind of, talk about possibly her jumping ship. Huh, interesting. Kind of out of the blue, wouldn't you say? I mean, I guess. But I mean, she's willing to flip, isn't that a good thing? Yes, but why her of all people? It seems completely, out of nowhere. Like, why does she suddenly want to help us? I mean, I don't know, but hey, anyone flipping is good with me, right? I mean, maybe for you, but I don't trust her. Becky is acting rather sketchy, especially since she's planning on jumping ship. Which would be okay, but like, why does she suddenly want to jump right now? I'm getting a weird feeling she never really wanted to get rid of Jessica. Why, based on her flipping? Yeah. I mean, Owen and Tina were okay with, turning on Jessica, but Becky? Kind of on the fence. So you feel like this deal could be too good to be true? Honestly, yeah, I feel like this is only a way for her to further her own game. Huh, maybe. It kind of felt very weird for, Becky to come up to me and is, like, completely fine with flipping, especially after the results of last night. Maybe Charlie is right. Maybe Becky is trying to further her own game. But at the same time, anybody flipping with me is okay with me. So what do I think is best for me? I think I better let this whole situation resonate with me before I come down to a final decision. Alright, Raul, Kate, is the roof secure? Yeah, I think it is in place. Yeah, I think we're good. Alright, well done everyone. So, after our win, we decided to start working on the shelter bit by bit, and we finally got it done today, and feeling pretty good right now. Looks pretty good. Well, it's good to have a shelter built. Yeah, feels good to get it done. So, do you think we're in a good spot? Hopefully. I mean, if Scarlet sticks by her word that she's willing to turn on Kate and Raul and vote off Raul, then we should be okay. Yeah, I just, hope we can trust her, and hopefully we can trust Tony. I mean, I feel like I can trust them both more than the other two, so, I mean, I don't know. I'm definitely on edge about what's going to happen in the next round, because I don't know who I necessarily fully trust. Aside from Jordan, of course. I don't trust Kate and Raul or Scarlet because they're on the other team. And I don't really trust Tony because there's a strong possibility he didn't even vote with me and Jordan at the first tribal council we attended. I also personally don't really want to work with Scarlet at the same time because, I mean, I don't really like her attitude. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really like how she acted during that challenge either, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, if she's willing to flip, we gotta take that as an opportunity. Maybe. Hey, you two. Oh, hey, Tony. What's up? Scarlet wants us over by the fire. Okay then. We gotta think of something, Raul. Yeah, we do. I mean, if we lose, we're kind of done for. That's in the sense if we do lose, and honestly, I think we are a strong enough tribe. Yeah, but, I mean, I feel like it'd be better off trying to do something to keep us safe. Like, what, finding an idol? Yeah, exactly. Well, I guess we gotta hope that the idol here is, here. Yeah, well, I'd hope someone hasn't found it yet. My paranoia towards the mistrust between me and Scarlet has caused me to believe that she's probably gonna flip on me and Raul. As such, we need to find some ounce of protection. So I feel like it makes sense for me and Raul to go out and look for the Angkor idol, as long as it's still out there. I'm hoping it is since it is, a new camp, and hopefully no one has found it straight away. So Kate suggests that me and her should go looking for the Angkor idol because, it's a strong possibility it's out there, and we could need it in case the Scarlet turns on us. And, yeah, it makes sense. It definitely makes sense. The only thing that's kind of stopped me from wanting to do so is I already got the Takeo idol. However, I guess 2 idols will make all the difference. So, Scarlet, you wanted us all over here? Yes, that's correct. Well, what do you want? Alright, hear me out. But at the next challenge, I think we need to throw it. Whoa. Throw the challenge? Why? Because if we throw the challenge, it will make getting rid of Raul a lot easier. Can't we just lose normally, though? Petra, get real. We have, 2 of the strongest players on our tribe. I mean, Raul is strong in and of itself, and then you got Jordan. Do you seriously think we're gonna lose? I mean, no, but why do we need Raul gone that much? Raul made it to the finale in the last season. He's gonna dominate the merge if we let him get to the merge. So I feel like we should throw it, just so that way he doesn't have a chance to get there. You do realize there's probably bigger threats in the game than Raul, right? Yes, but we can't take them out because they're on completely different tribes. So people like Charlie or Owen or heck, even Bruno or Riley have to wait because we can't take those people out because they're on completely different tribes. But why Raul over Kate? Do you really need to ask that question again? I mean, seriously, think about it. Raul, a finalist. Kate didn't even make it to the final 6. So, I mean, it's no competition for me. Okay then. I just want to get rid of Raul at this point. Guy's probably my biggest competition here, and I feel like the only way to get rid of him is by throwing the challenge. Because, I mean, when I look at my team, we got a really strong team. Jordan's pretty strong, Tony's pretty strong. Heck, even Petra, Kate, and Raul are pretty strong. So, like, if we just keep winning challenges, then I'll lose my opportunity to take out Raul. So I want us to throw so that opportunity doesn't go to waste. Well, you two, thoughts? Yeah, she's really starting to annoy me. Yeah, same with me. Yeah, but, I mean, the silver lining is this. I mean, we're not the targets, and hey, if, you know, we can take out two birds with one stone. If she's so certain that Raul is this big threat, then we just take him out, and then next vote, we take her out. I mean, that does sound like a pretty good idea. Yeah, I just don't really want her to get her way, though, because she's, I don't know, just being so pushy about it. Yeah, I can see that. Petra is kind of being a little bit annoying and kind of getting a little too big for her bridges. However, you know, I feel like maybe we should go through with this idea. Because if Raul is gone, then if we lose again, chances are we'd probably take out Scarlet over Kate. Because, I mean, Scarlet made it seem like, you know, Kate's not that big of a threat. So that implies that, you know, Kate isn't as big of a threat as Scarlet is. So, I mean, I don't see the harm in getting rid of Raul, and I do see the harm in keeping Scarlet. Tony seems okay with the idea. Yeah, I don't really like that, but I mean, it would give us a better opportunity to take out Scarlet later on. Yeah, I agree. I guess we'll cross that bridge once we find out. Maybe we should throw. I don't know. Yeah, same. I'm perplexed. Anything, Raul? Nope, nothing yet. Man, still nothing. Any luck with you, Kate? Yeah, I think. Well, got it. Well, at least that's good. At least we know that the other four don't have it. Yeah, do you want to hang on to it, though? Really? Seriously? Yeah, I mean, I don't really want the target on my back. Yeah, sure, why the hell not? I mean, I already probably got the target on my back because of Scarlet anyway, so alright then. I know it was probably a dumb decision to give Raul my idol, but the facts are the facts. I'm probably nowhere near a threat as Raul, and with that idol in my pocket, chances are I'll be a bigger threat. So I gave it to him to hang on to. I really hope he doesn't screw me over with it, though, in the future, but chances are he might. I am so stunned right now that Kate was just so willingly gonna give me her idol just like that. And now I have two idols. The Takeo idol and now the Angkor idol. I mean, it just, I don't know how to really feel about that. I don't know. I feel like I've got a lot of power right now, but I obviously know I can't get greedy with it. I mean, that had been very terrifying. Yeah, the sad thing is, I really had no real control over it. Yeah, that had to have sucked. Yeah, but hey, you know, definitely doing better than before, so that's good. Well, glad to hear that, Denise. So, Riley, is the plan to still try and get Bruno and Dirk to flip? Well, obviously. Yeah, out of curiosity, once we hit the merge, what do we do next? I would probably say, like, targeting, like, the big threats. So, people like, Owen or Jordan would probably be good options to get rid of during the merge. That is if they're in contention, as long as they don't have immunity. Yeah, obviously. I just kind of want to discuss with Riley about our, like, merge plan, because if all goes well, and we get through the pre-merge and things go well for us, then I don't feel like we have much to worry. But then, obviously, once we hit the merge, then we'll have a lot of things to worry about. Case in point, other big threats in this game that could be, way more dangerous than us. How long are we gonna work with Dirk and Bruno moving forward? That depends. If they prove loyalty to us, then we probably would keep them long term. I mean, I don't know about that. Maybe Dirk? I'm not so sure about Bruno, because Bruno is very physical. Guess you got a point. I mean, I don't know. And I feel like if we end up, getting rid of Bruno, Dirk might be hurt by that. Oh, really? How so? Well, I noticed that they're starting to get rather close. Don't you think it's because of this whole ordeal? Possibly. Any idea yet? No, not one bit. Me and Bruno are struggling to know what side we should pick. Because on the one hand, Peter and Denise have been our allies since, the start. Then, Riley and Yvette gave me a deal that honestly sounds better. But at the same time, I'd rather not burn people. But in this game, I'm gonna have to burn people, and it's probably going to end up sucking. Bruno, just things don't really work out in your favor no matter what decision you make. Yeah, I mean, I truly thought that, when I played in Polynesia, everything was going according to the plan, and then suddenly, night 6, I'm just gone. Ditto here. I mean, I thought everything was going according to plan on night 15, and then suddenly, I'm the one with my torch extinguished. Yeah, so it feels like even when we feel like we're making the right choice, we'd still be feeling like we made the wrong one. Yeah, we just can't win, can we? I'm very unsure where I lie within the tribe. Obviously, I trust Dirk. However, I don't know whether or not I should side with Peter and Denise, who've been on my side since the start, or, go down the route with Dirk and work with Riley and Yvette. And yeah, I feel like regardless of what decision we make, constant guilt will be looming over my shoulder that keeps telling me, don't make this decision, you're gonna regret it in the future. Hey, can I talk with Dirk for a second, Bruno? Yeah, sure. So, Peter, why'd you want to pull me over? Why? Because I'm worried about you, man. I'm getting a very strange feeling right now that there's a possibility that, Riley and Yvette are gonna try and flip Bruno and Dirk onto their sides and try and screw us over, me and Denise over, so I gotta make sure that, they both stay on my side. Listen, I have your best interest at heart. Yvette and Riley don't. They probably told you that he doesn't have your best interest at heart, when in reality, they don't have your best interest at heart either. So, it's going through my mind. That's what makes things so frustrating. It's it feels like whenever I make a decision that feels right, it feels wrong. Listen, I'm not gonna pressure you any further, but I'm just saying, we have had our alliance since the very beginning, and I know it didn't really go anywhere, but we can make it go somewhere as long as you stick with me and Denise. Also, why did you just pull me over alone instead of bringing Bruno along? Because I feel like me and you can have this strong connection. I mean, we're two older gentlemen, we live very similar lives. I mean, we've seen stuff that, people probably haven't seen. It's not like I don't trust you, dude. It's just that there's this strong sense of paranoia going into my mind that's basically going in both directions. It basically implies that if me and Bruno go with you and Denise, something is gonna happen, or if we go with the girls, something's gonna happen. Don't look at that rhetoric too literally, dude, because what you do will set up how you play your game out. And, if it ends up going with the girls, then so be it. But I'm just saying that me and Denise have been on your side since the start. Ugh, why must you forsake me, survivor gods? Why? So he feels like strongly paranoid? Yeah, I mean, he feels like he's under this load of pressure to make the right call. But I feel like just kind of bringing that whole thing up is gonna pressure him even further. I know, but I mean, I'm just stating the obvious that, you know, me and you have been on his side no matter what. And hey, if he ends up going with the girls, then so be it. But I don't want us to end up being the ones to go. Yeah, neither do I, but it's all coming down to Bruno and Dirk. And as long as we keep winning challenges, we gotta hope that, you know, we never see that light of day happen. Yeah, winning challenges is just the only thing we got. Come on in, guys. Takeo and Angkor getting a new look at the brand new Bayon tribe. Jessica voted out the last tribal council. Damn. Well, that's wild. Alright, first things first, I'll take back immunity from both tribes. Alright, let's get to today's challenge. For this challenge, it will be a 1v1v1 battle with these battering ram sticks, and your goal is to knock the opposing member on the other team's off. The two people that fall means that the person left standing earns a point for their team. The first team to 5 will win immunity. Wait, you mean teams, right? Like the plural term, right? Nope. Team. Only one tribe will be immune. Dang, double elimination. That's wild. Who said anything about a double elimination? What are you going on about, Jeff? Instead of a double elimination, where both tribes would attend tribals separately, instead, we will have a regular single-person elimination. However, both losing tribes will attend the same tribal council. The first instance of a joint tribal. Wow. That is insane. Wait, out of curiosity, Jeff, would we be allowed to vote for someone on the other team if they would end up losing? Yes. It doesn't matter whose team that person is on. If they are on a losing team and they're at tribal council, they're eligible for elimination. Interesting. But now with all that clarified, let's get you guys assigned to fight who you need to fight against. Now remember, Angkor, Takeo, you have to sit one member out since Bayon's down a member. Once you select that member to sit out, we'll get started. Alrighty, Petra and Denise are going to be sitting out, so without further ado, let's get the first match underway. For our first battle, Angkor sent up Tony, going up against Charlie for Bayon, versus Riley for Takeo. Survivors ready. Go! Currently, Tony has the advantage over Charlie and Riley. Riley is down, meaning that it's now between Tony and Charlie. And it looks like Tony's down, meaning that Charlie earns the first point for Bayon. Next battle we have Raul for Angkor versus Becky for Bayon, going up against Peter for Takeo. Survivors ready. Go! And looks like Raul is down. Ooh, looks like Peter has gotten taken down by Becky. And he just throws his battering ram stick in her face. Peter earns the point for Takeo. For our next battle, it will be Scarlet for Angkor versus Matt for Bayon versus Dirk for Takeo. Survivors ready. Go! Whoa, Dirk manages to knock Matt and Scarlet both over. And it looks like Matt is down. Looks like Scarlet tried to fight back against Dirk, but that completely backfired. And Dirk quickly earns another point for Takeo. For our next battle, it will be Jordan for Angkor versus Owen for Bayon versus Bruno for Takeo. Survivors ready. Go! Ooh, and it looks like Jordan and Bruno collide with each other. Looks like Owen does a maneuver to knock Bruno down. Looks like Jordan's still feeling the effects after his collide with Bruno. Ooh, and it looks like Owen has taken himself off the platform after trying to attack Jordan, earning Angkor a point. So far, Takeo leads with 2 points, with Bayon and Angkor having 1 point. For our next battle, it will be Kate for Angkor versus Tina for Bayon versus Yvette for Takeo. Survivors ready. Go! And it looks like Kate gets outdone by a little old survivor trick. Come on, Kate, seriously, that's like the oldest trick in the book. And Tina is knocked off. That was a really quick round, and Yvette earns another point for Takeo. They are at 3 now. For our next battle, it will be Raul versus Charlie versus Dirk. This is the first match of some do-overs. Survivors ready. Go! Ooh, and it looks like Charlie quickly attacks Dirk. And And Raoul gets quickly knocked off by Charlie with one quick swing. Ooh, and it looks like Charlie takes Dirk down while he was trying to get up, earning the second point for Bayon. For our next battle, it will be Tony versus Owen versus Peter. Survivors ready. Go! Tony trying to make an attack happen, but that only got himself thrown right off the platform. Ooh, Peter with a brutal attack on Owen. Ooh, looks like Owen tried to get up, but it looks like Peter used his same battering ram chuck attack and took Owen down, earning the 4th point for Takeo, meaning if they earn one more point, they win immunity. For the next battle, it will be Kate versus Becky versus Riley. If Riley wins this, her team wins immunity, and Angkor and Bayon will attend Tribal together. Survivors ready? Go! Becky's making early attacks on Riley. Ooh, Kate comes in with a sneak attack that ends up resulting in Becky going down. And it looks like Kate overpowers Riley, knocking her down and earning a point for Angkor. Things haven't changed. If Takeo earn another point, they're immune. For this battle, it will be Jordan versus Tina versus Bruno. Survivors ready. Go! Looks like Tina trying to make an attack on Jordan, and that didn't end well. Ooh, it's a tight battle between Jordan and Bruno. Looks like Jordan tried to go for the final attack, but looks like Bruno was ready for it. And Bruno knocks Jordan off the platform, which means Takeo have won immunity and are safe from the boat. Oh my god, I can't believe I just did that. Yeah, way to go, Bruno. Damn. And how on earth did you beat him before? Because we were on land, we are over water, so of course he's gonna get the advantage. Well, Takeo, congrats. You're immune. Come take immunity back. Gladly. Alright. You guys are safe. No tribal council for any of you. Grab your stuff and head back to camp. Unfortunately for the teams of Angkor and Bayon, you guys will both be attending tribal council tonight. And one of you will be the 4th person voted out of this game. So So grab your stuff and head back to camp, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Well, just our luck. It just so happens to be, a joint tribal. Yeah, god dang. This joint tribal means that both tribes are going to tribal council, and one person's still going, which is good and bad. Good because, it possibly could end up being someone on the other team, but at the same time, could end up, being me if, this group of 3 of Owen, Tina, and Becky, throw me and Charlie to the other team. Joint tribal means that both tribes are going to tribal council, but one tribe is going to be losing a member, and the other tribe may not. So, maybe it might be smart for me and my group of people to just work together to get rid of someone on the other team. Guys, I think I have an idea. What kind of idea? Well, let's look at it this way. None of us want to go home, right? I mean, we'd be foolish if we'd say otherwise, so, what's your point? Well, I was thinking, why does it have to be any of us? You think maybe we should get rid of someone on the other team? Yeah, I feel like it makes a lot of sense. Well, what do you think, Owen? Well, let's look at it this way. There are, 3 other people on the Angkor tribe. Jordan, Petra, and Tony. Why not all 8 of us just stick together as original Bayon members and just take out one of the Takeo people? That honestly sounds like a good idea. So, any preferences over whether it's Kate, Raoul, or Scarlett? I don't really care who it is. Personally, I would want Raoul or Scarlett to go, just simply because of, how threatening they are, strategically. I don't have a preference. Becky? Personally, I would probably get rid of Raoul, just simply because he seems like he'll probably have a stronger chance at, making it to the merge compared to Scarlett. And I feel like Raoul might be a little bit more dangerous than Scarlett, because he is a little physical. Yeah, I guess. So, all of us alright with doing Raoul? Yeah, I guess. I'm not opposed to doing him. Sure. Alright, then I guess it's settled. Raoul's going home. I feel like sticking down original tribal lines for this vote might be the safest route we could take. However, I'm all about living on the edge in this game, and if you're not living on the edge, chances are you're not even trying to play this game. And well, I was able to pull off a big move with the last vote. Why not try something bigger? Guys, I'm worried about Charlie and Matt. Yeah, it's just I'm worried if they are probably gonna flip. Well, look, even if they flip to, the Takeo people, I'm pretty sure we still have the numbers. You think? Yeah, because it'd be 6-5. I guess you have a point there. Besides, if they don't stick with us, then that will just, completely seal their fate in the next round or 2. I guess that definitely makes me more reassured. So, Matt, do you want to go through with this plan? It is the safest route we can take, and we're not losing anyone of, importance to us. Yeah, maybe, but I feel like there are probably bigger fish to fry than Raoul. You think? Someone within our team? Well, yeah, possibly, but maybe there's bigger fish to fry on the other team. So what do you think we should do? I think we just wait till Tribal, and I'm pretty sure Jeff will let, everyone kind of discuss, within their own ways. And I feel like we should converse with the people on the Takeo tribe, and then we'll try and see if maybe we can flip over Tony. Alright, sounds like a plan. Do you know who we should do yet? Not quite, but I think I might have an idea what we should do, but I think we should save it for Tribal. Okay then. Charlie's unsure where he sits. He kinda seems like he wants to make something big happen instead of going with the easy plan. I mean, I'm not against it. If he wants to do this, big move, then I'll go through with it too. It's just that I just don't want, the repercussions to come back and haunt us for the move we do make. Well, Survivor twists certainly shake the game up. Yeah, I guess that's what Jeff meant when he said that the next challenge would have been crazy. Yep. A joint tribal definitely shakes things up. Because that means, this group of 6, we could just take out someone on the other team. And there are some big threats on the other team, like there's Owen and Charlie and whatnot. But at the same time, I think maybe it might be the right choice to just stick down my original plan and just get rid of Raul. Because I just don't trust him one bit. So out of curiosity, are we going to be targeting someone on the other team? I mean, I feel like it makes a lot of sense. So what do we think? I mean, I don't really have a preference. I've never met any of the 5, so I don't really know nor care. I guess we'll discuss this later. Okay, sounds good. Okay, good, they're out of our hair. What, you still want to target Raul? In all honesty, yeah, I still do. Because I was just thinking, why can't we all just stick together as a group of 6 and just take out someone on the other team? Because think about it. They are all the members on the original Bayon tribe. They're all probably going to stick together. And, I'm not in the best spot right now. Besides, there would be 3 Takeo people at Tribal. And, the rest would be of the original Bayon tribe. In fact, all of the original Bayon members will be at that Tribal. So I feel like it makes more sense to just take out the 2 given outsiders. I mean, I guess she's not wrong. So it's still Raul? Yeah, still Raul. Scarlet's really proving to be a massive threat right now. If all goes, according to her plan and Raul is gone, then honestly in the next round, I probably don't even want to continue working with Scarlet. Okay, you two. I feel like if we are going through with Scarlet's plan, next round, I feel like we gotta turn on her. You think? Yeah, I do. Because once Raul is gone, who's probably going to be the biggest threat in terms of strategy on this team? Probably her. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, besides, I really am starting to not trust her at all. Yeah, I mean, we do have an easy plan if all 6 of us just stick together and just take out one of the people on the other team. Yeah, but at the same time, we're kind of good with all of them. I mean, I wouldn't really care if, someone like Charlie or Matt goes, but I still don't really want to go against Scarlet, because if we are against Scarlet, chances are things are not going to end well. Yeah, so, I guess we're just going to have to stick with her for tonight. For tonight, at least, but next round, we're going to have to. You think they're going to stick with that idea? Nope. I know Scarlet's probably going to still try and influence the vote onto me. So what are you going to do? Just use the idol? Well, if we have the numbers to get rid of someone else, then, well, I probably won't, but if I think the numbers are still on me, then chances are I'm probably going to have to play it. Alright, so out of curiosity, would you want to get rid of someone on the other team or someone on this team? I honestly have no clue, Kate. I'm completely, in the dark on this round because I was not expecting us to go into a joint tribal. Pretty sure none of us were ready for that. If all goes wrong tonight, then chances are, I end up losing Raul, and now I would be on my own for, the remainder of the pre-merge, and chances are if we lose again, I'm not gonna last too long. So what I gotta do is just try and, see where me and Raul can get the numbers, but I don't feel like they're going to be in our favor. So I feel like once tribal hits, we try and converse with the other tribe and see where they stand. I mean, if they're doing the whole, taking out someone on the other team idea, then maybe we could do that. But the thing we gotta hope for is that we can, try and find someone or some people who are willing to make a move. Like, make a move that wouldn't result in, me going out. Yeah, I feel like that's what we gotta bank on. I have never been this nervous in Survivor, but the reason why I am now is because I have a very strong chance at going. Because if I'm not careful tonight, chances are I get screwed over. So, I don't want to waste an idol, but I don't want to have to go out with 2 in my pocket, because if I do, I'm going to look like the biggest idiot ever. So, I gotta go into tonight, trust Kate, and try and read the room. Whether or not I play it right is, completely up to fate. And then all I gotta do is focus on trying to get into another majority. I'm put into an interesting situation where I can go with this tribe and, go after Raul and try and get people on the other side to flip and vote Raul as well. But then I could also go to Charlie and Matt and see where they're sitting, and if chances are they got a better offer, then I might take it. The problem is I don't know if we'll have the numbers to get the idea to go our way. That's the only thing going into my mind. So maybe, just maybe, I have to try and do some last minute sort of preparations going into tonight. Hey Raul, can we talk? Yeah, sure. What's up, Tony? Nothing much, just kind of wanted to clear the air. Are we still okay with the plan? Plan on sticking with this tribe, majority 6? Probably. What, you thinking something else? No, not yet. Not yet, at least. I mean, I might. Depends where, my alliance sits. Your alliance as in, like, Petra, Jordan, and Scarlet? No, my alliance between me, Charlie, and Matt. Ooh, care to explain that? Yeah, so, I mean, I was in goods with those 2, and, they're on the other team, and we're going to Tribal Council with them at Tribal. So, if I get word if they're trying to do something, chances are, maybe I might go through with it, maybe I might not, only because they're my allies, but at the same time, don't really want to screw over people within my tribe, someone like Petra or Jordan. Good to know. You know what's really funny about Tony? Back in Season 10, he was often regarded as, like, the big strategist kind of guy who got screwed over by, someone who he thought he could trust. But right now, the way I'm seeing him up close, I'm really not impressed. He just openly admitted to me that he had a trio, or has a trio, with Charlie and Matt. I'm not really threatened by Matt. Charlie I am threatened by, as he's one of the biggest strategists out here. And openly admitting you have a trio with those 2 is really not a good idea, especially in front of someone like me. That being said, that does mean me and Kate might have an opportunity to try and get into a new majority, and if all goes well, maybe I might not have to use the idol. But then again, since he did say it was a group of 3, and if me and Kate join that group of 3, it will still be 5 against 6 if everyone goes against me. So, tonight could backfire on me, but I'm really hoping it doesn't. Welcome. Angkor, and Bayon to Tribal Council. So, it must feel very weird to be sitting at Tribal Council with people who are on the other tribe. Kate, what goes through your mind? A lot and a lot of tension. Because, you never know. It could easily be me for all I know. I mean, the other team could be plotting to take any of us out. And it could most likely be, any of us 6. And they may think we're probably going to take one of them out. Wouldn't you say that's a fair estimate, Matt? That it could be one side against the other side? Yeah, very much so. But at the same time, it could also be, tribal lines. You never know. So Scarlet, if it is based on tribal lines, what would make you think would happen? Well, I guess I never factored that in, but I guess that would mean that all the Bayon members would stick together and that, me, Raoul, and Kate would be on the outs. And are you worried? I mean, I'm only worried if it could be me, but I feel like I've done enough to where I think I could be okay. Raoul, on a scale of 1 to 10, how nerve-wracking will tonight be? Oh, it's a 5. I mean, obviously it's a 10. Like, really? I mean, any other answer would be blasphemous, honestly. Alright, with that said, now, before we get to voting, do any of you want to have some, conversations on the vote? Yeah, I think most of us would want conversations. Alrighty then I'll give all 11 of you time to discuss. Alright, we're all sticking together still, right? Yeah, I would probably say so. Yeah. Okay, so, in order for us to guarantee us majority, let's just see what the other side's doing, and if they so happen to want Raoul gone, then, that basically seals his fate. Alright, how are we gonna pass on the word? I'll try talking with Jordan, and I'll see where his side sits. Want us to talk to him? No, that will just draw too much attention. I feel like we need to, keep it very minimal. So I'll just go and talk with Jordan. Alright, you do that then. Raoul, who are we doing tonight? Okay, I got last minute confirmation. Tony, Matt, and Charlie are in an alliance. Really? Yeah, so our only hope is to see where Matt and Charlie sit and if Tony votes with them. Yeah, but that's still 5. I still got the idol though, so it won't matter. Oh, hey Owen. Hey Jordan. I just kind of wanted to know where your side's voting, because I think most of us on our team are doing Raoul. Really? Yeah, I think. Well, we just so happen to have a majority vote on Raoul as well. I'm pretty sure the only one who's not voting Raoul is Kate. Alrighty then, so it'll just be a majority of 9 on Raoul, hopefully. Alright, you still down with this? Yeah, totally. I'm fine with Raoul going. Hey guys, it's been a bit. Yeah, nice to see you again, Tony. Alright guys, let's get down to business. Are we gonna keep things simple and just send out Raoul? Or do we try and make something big happen? I don't know. I feel like maybe we should go with what they're doing just in case of an idol play, because I wouldn't put it past Raoul to have an idol on him. Okay. Well, one of us has to confirm something with him, though. Huh. I don't know. Hey, Tony, try and overhear what Kate and Raoul are talking about. Okay then. If we don't have any numbers, chances are we're going to be the only 2 people voting tonight, so we could really vote anybody. Yeah, but that's only in case if you're going to need to use the idol. Probably going to have to. Okay, I didn't hear it very well, but idol was said, so chances are they do have it. Okay, so I guess maybe we should make something big happen. Alright, girls, it should be going according to plan. Jordan, Petra, Scarlet, and Tony are going to be voting for Raul as well. Oh, so we're pretty much, locked in? Yeah, pretty much. Hey, Kate, can we have a last second sort of talk? Sure. What is it, Tony? Okay. So chances are, Raul's probably going out, right? I mean, I am hearing his name a lot. But he did say that you, Charlie, and Matt have an alliance. Huh. I guess he kind of found out. I mean, I told him, but whatever. Point is, I mean, we're down to save him and make a move, but we just want to let you know if you're okay with making this decision. That depends. Who are you voting? Well, we're voting for... You sure we got the numbers? I'm positive. We're okay. Psst. Hey, one more thing. Okay. They want to vote for... Hope this plan works. Yeah, definitely taking a risk. Really? Yeah, it's kind of a risk, but I think maybe we should take it. I mean, yeah, I guess, risk it for the biscuit, and it is realistically my only choice. Okay, Jeff, I think we're ready. Well then, with that all said and done, it's time to vote. Becky, you'll start us off. Taking a big risk tonight, but I hope it pays off. Taking the shot at you is way too good, and if you pull out an idol, I will be very annoyed. I'll go tally the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so. Yeah, Jeff, I'm not going anywhere. Thank God I had this bad boy on me. Damn. Oh God, this could get bad. Oh crap. Dang. I'm playing it for me, Jeff. Alright, thank you. The rules of Survivor state that if a hidden immunity idol is played, any votes cast for that person will not count, and the person with the next highest amount of votes will be going home. This is a hidden immunity idol. All votes cast for Raul will not count. Alright, once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote. Raul does not count. 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 Popular tonight. Raul does not count. Still, we have no votes for anybody. Who did they go for? Jordan. Oh, freaking one vote, Jordan. This can't be. Mission complete. Jordan. That's 2 votes, Jordan. 3 votes left. This is absolutely ridiculous. 4th person voted out of Survivor's second chance. Jordan. That's 3, that's enough. You need to bring me your torch. I'm about to throw up. Thank you. We'll talk about this when we get back, alright? Okay. Jordan, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. Well, first ever joint tribal, and based on your reactions, probably one of the biggest blindsides we've ever had. So, how will this play out in the coming days? Only time will tell. Got nothing else for you guys. Grab your stuff and head back to camp. Good night. I just can't believe it. I just got completely blindsided. I mean, Raul pulled that idol out of nowhere, stunned us all, and then idled me out. That's just crazy. I mean, I don't know what really else to add. I'm just still stunned right now.